Okay, we will learn vectors, the new topic, which is vectors. These vectors are so important that even 12th class ending tak, we will use so many vectors. And this chapter will become like normally like a plus b whole square ऐसा हो जाएगा this chapter. Okay, because everywhere we will use vectors, vectors, vectors. Starting में आपको chapter जैसा लगेगा, but after first year, second year के बाद you will feel, no one will touch also in JEE Mains time में no one will read separately vectors. Just आगे बोल के छोड़ देगा. Okay, so vectors is that much easy topic. Yeah, it will be listen कर आ जाएगा. Okay, what is vector? You know what is vector means? Vector means
Sir, like quantity which has both magnitude and direction.
magnitude direction एक ही नहीं है, which obeys vector law of addition.
Okay.
अगर कोई भी vector which obeys vector law of addition, then only we can say exactly vector है. Okay, so write down if any physical quantity has magnitude, direction, and obeys laws of vector addition, then we say it is vector. Obeys laws of vector addition. Examples of vectors, you know already. Some vectors example क्या है? Which has both magnitude, direction.
Velocity.
Examples:
Velocity.
velocity, displacement, acceleration. These all are examples of vector. Okay. Current is a vector quantity or scalar quantity?
Scalar.
Scalar. Why?
Because
There
it doesn't have
direction, na?
any direction. No.
Why it has direction, right? Current direction नहीं मालूम. देखो suppose this current is there, 5 ampere, 6 ampere. So it is how much current is flowing?
11.
दोनों current 11 amperes. Okay. 60 degrees I am giving. This is 5 ampere. This is 6 ampere. And this is how much current? How much current will flow? This is 60 degrees now. How much
1 minute.
current will flow in this?
1 minute.
6 plus 5, 11 only. So it does not follow vector law of addition. It has the particular direction. Direction is there. If I keep a battery say current is coming from positive to negative. Direction is there, no problem. But thing is, आपको angle पर depend नहीं हो रहा. It does not follow laws of vector addition. That's why this current is not a vector quantity, it is scalar quantity. Okay, that's why three conditions. Magnitude, देखो magnitude is there. Direction भी है. But since it does not follow law of vector addition, then only we can say it is vector. Okay, right on. Okay, चलो. Now, representation of vector. Vector को we represent simply by arrow. Vector को we represent simply by arrow. Okay. So what is that arrow indicates?
Direction.
Direction. But magnitude?
Magnitude, it's with modulus, right?
नहीं नहीं. देखो. This is the symbol का बारे में देखो. This is called tail. Very important. And this is called head. Tail, and this is called head. And length of the magnitude, this length is nothing but magnitude. This length is nothing but magnitude. So this arrow has magnitude and direction. This head wala indicates direction. That's why this का vector का symbol है. Vector is simply arrow. So any vector, suppose acceleration is there. एक्सेलरेशन इज इक्वल टू 2 meters per second square. ईस्ट मीन्स आपको एरो लगाना पड़ेगा. एरो. West also no need of putting ulta. Arrow should same. Arrow direction should be same. Always we represent vector as arrow on head. Force is equal to 3 newtons. This is arrow. Vector quantities ko we always put arrows. Okay. And magnitude ko we represent as mod. Magnitude ko we represent mod. Mod is nothing but modulus bolte hai. Okay. Modulus is nothing but magnitude. Write down first like
Done, sir.
okay. Now we will see the directions. आपको वेक्टर्स के लिए थोड़ा डायरेक्शंस चाहिए. डायरेक्शंस के बाद ओनली वी विल डू एडिशन, सब्ट्रैक्शन, मल्टीप्लिकेशन वगैरह वगैरह होगा. डायरेक्शंस इज वेरी इजी. देखो क्वेश्चंस में व्हेन यू डूइंग मटेरियल्स में वगैरह में आपको क्वेश्चंस आएगा इस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस में. नॉर्थ, साउथ, ईस्ट, वेस्ट. ओके. डायरेक्शंस के लिए यू टेल मी दिस डायरेक्शन इज कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? Exactly
Northeast.
45 degrees.
Okay.
What is it called?
Northeast.
Northeast. And this one,
Northwest.
how much angle?
45.
45 degrees. And this one,
Southwest.
southwest. And this one,
Southeast.
southeast. This is okay. Now, what is this angle is called as? Suppose 30 degrees. So, what is that angle is called as? Before to northeast, 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 southeast bola. Okay, okay. Now this one. How to tell? सो उसका लिखना तरीका आने का, देन ओनली एग्जाम में आपको किधर लगाने का समझ में आएगा. ओके. सो हियर आपको 30 डिग्री साइड, 30 डिग्री किधर से किधर जा रहे हैं? इट इज गोइंग फ्रॉम ईस्ट से वेस्ट, नॉर्थ की तरफ जा रहे हैं ना. ओके. सो वी शुड टेल 30 डिग्रीज. फर्स्ट डेस्टिनेशन लिखने का, डेस्टिनेशन लिखने का नॉर्थ ऑफ ईस्ट. ऑफ ईस्ट, ऑफ ईस्ट मीन्स उधर से. एंड वेयर वी आर गोइंग? नॉर्थ की तरफ जा रहे हैं. फर्स्ट
North.
डेस्टिनेशन, देन फर्स्ट स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट में नॉर्थ ऑफ ईस्ट बोल के. ओके. सपोज यू टेल मी व्हाट इज दिस एंगल? दिस इज 60 degrees. टेल मी.
Uh,
60 degrees.
Sir,
It
don't
is.
you have to take from the base?
No, no, they'll give angle anywhere. Y axis, x axis, they'll give the angle. We should tell what point में what is that angle is called. Tell me.
60 degrees west of north.
Off north. Okay, good. West off north. ऐसा लिखो. कॉपी. Since it is going west direction, west it is destination from where? Off north.
Done, sir.
Okay. चलो नो करो. ऐसा करो 3 units 30 degrees north of east. 3 units. See that 3 units means nothing but आपको scale से 3 centimeters line draw करने का magnitude, right? Draw करने
Yeah.
का. So normal same अभी draw किया ना same thing. ऐसे draw करके north, south, east, west. So 3 units means 3 centimeters का line 30 degrees north of east. So it is 30 degrees. This is 3 units. Okay. This is not 30 degrees north of east. Draw करो. हो गया? Show me.
Sir, like I drew it to the other side and then I cut
नहीं
it
नहीं
off
दिखो
and
ऐसा
ended it.
ऐसा ऐसा दिखो हो जाएगा. What is that angle?
Sir, 1 minute, sir, 1 minute, 1 minute.
नीट ही ड्रा करो. नोट्स अच्छे से बनाओ भाई. नोट्स कितना गंदा दिख रहा है. नॉर्थ ऑफ वेस्ट. सो 4 यूनिट्स नॉर्थ ऑफ वेस्ट. ऑफ वेस्ट मीन्स नॉर्थ की तरफ जा रहे हैं. ऑफ वेस्ट मतलब वेस्ट से. सो 60 डिग्री राइट. सो 60 डिग्रीज नॉर्थ की तरफ जा रहे हैं. ऑफ वेस्ट. सो दिस 4 यूनिट्स. Then this 4 units. मतलब centimeters 4 centimeters can be scale से. Okay? करो. डांगी इधर से नहीं इधर से. हाँ करो.
Sir, should I show you?
हाँ ये वाला ड्रॉ करके दिखाओ.
Okay, this. Okay.
हो गया. सब है. What did all west of south? Of west tell
Yeah.
me.
West
Of
of south.
south में of south means south से start करने का.
Like this. Okay.
हाँ ऑफ इंडिकेशन देखो. नॉर्थ साउथ ईस्ट वेस्ट. तो 75 डिग्री से वेस्ट ऑफ साउथ मतलब साउथ से वेस्ट की तरफ जा रहा है. 75 डिग्री. एंड दिस इज 4 यूनिट्स. वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ऑप्शंस में आपको व्हेन यू ड्राइंग द वेक्टर एडिशन वगैरह में ऑप्शंस में दे विल टेल दिस ये वाला 75 डिग्रीज वेस्ट साउथ ऑफ वेस्ट वेस्ट ऑफ साउथ ऐसा ऑप्शंस में मिलेगा. सो दैट टाइम कंफ्यूज हो जा रहे हैं. आंसर आ गया बट वे वेयर टू पुट आल्सो वी डोंट नो. ऐसा रहेगा. ओके चलो नेक्स्ट. टाइप्स ऑफ वेक्टर्स. कितने टाइप्स ऑफ वेक्टर्स आर देयर? सो मेनी टाइप्स ऑफ वेक्टर्स आर देयर. व्हाट आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ वेक्टर्स? वी विल सी. So first one is parallel vectors. Parallel vectors. Parallel vectors means दो vectors ऐसे they are parallel. एक स्मॉल भी हो सकते हैं, बड़ा हो सकते हैं, और बड़ा वेक्टर और स्मॉल बड़ा वेक्टर आल्सो विल बी पैरेलल. ओके, व्हेन एंगल इज थीटा इज 0 degrees. When you overlap, this is a vector, b vector. When you overlap, what will happen? Angle is theta is 0 degrees. दोनों सेम डायरेक्शन है ना, सेम डायरेक्शन में they are called parallel vectors. दोनों ऑफ राइटिंग डेफिनेशन वगैरह, just draw the diagram. Next, anti-parallel vectors. Anti-parallel vectors means this is a vector, this is b vector. Theta is how much? Theta is 180 degrees. If theta is 180, it is called anti-parallel vectors. Exactly opposite direction में, anti-parallel, opposite direction में. It's called anti-parallel vectors. Next one is collinear vectors. What are collinear vectors? दोनों एक ही डायरेक्शन में होगा तो. These are called collinear vectors. The vectors lying on the same line. Because they lie on the same line. A vector, B vector. It's called collinear vectors. The right vectors lying on the same line. Covered? Yeah. Next. Coplanar vectors. Coplanar means vectors lie on the same plane. Vectors lie on same plane. It is called coplanar vectors. Because suppose this is x-axis, this board is x-axis, y-axis. Two vectors are lying on the same line or not? Two vectors are lying on the same plane. This x-axis and y-axis. So दोनों board पर है. It is not coming outside, right? Z-axis में नहीं ना. So these are called coplanar vectors. Okay. So two vectors are always coplanars. Two vectors are always coplanar. But three vectors coplanar हो सकते हैं? Three vectors? No. It can be like this, like this, like this, and z axis में. So they are these two lies on the plane. This is not lies on the plane. But अगर तीन वेक्टर ऐसे है तो all three vectors are like this means all are lying in the same plane. Okay. 3 pens I am putting in the xy plane. It is lying on the same plane, right? So three vectors may or may not be coplanar. Three vectors may or may not be coplanar. Next one is zero vector. Zero vector means उसका magnitude कितना है? Magnitude is 0. Vector whose magnitude is 0. Like suppose A vector is there, pi. Okay. B vector is there, pi Newton मान लो. B vector is there, pi Newtons. So what is A vector minus B vector is?
0.
0. We should say 0 vector. We should say because दोनों वेक्टर का सेपरेट करना 0 वेक्टर बोल के बोलने का. And इसका डायरेक्शन will be arbitrary direction. It can have any direction. We can tell this 0 as east, 0 as because no value, right? East, west, north, south बोल सकते हैं. Arbitrary direction, 0 vector. Next one is unit vector. Very important in the total this one vector chapter में this unit vector is so important. Unit vector means उसका magnitude is
1.
1. Okay. इसका पर्पस क्या है? To indicate direction. to indicate direction. And we represent unit vector को कैप से रिप्रेजेंट करने वाला है. लाइक एग्जांपल ए कैप ऐसा रिप्रेजेंट करने वाला यूनिट वेक्टर का सिंबल है ए कैप. यू टेल मी वेक्टर हैज बोथ मैग्नीट्यूड डायरेक्शन, मैग्नीट्यूड एंड डायरेक्शन. डायरेक्शन इज गिवन बाय यूनिट वेक्टर एंड यूनिट वेक्टर का ए कैप से रिप्रेजेंट करेंगे. सो देयरफॉर ए कैप विल बी हाउ मच वेक्टर ए बाय mod a. दिस इज द फार्मूला. यूनिट वेक्टर क्या है? वेक्टर बाय इट्स मैग्नीट्यूड व्हेन वी डिवाइड विल गेट ऑलवेज यूनिट वेक्टर. इसका आगे आएगा देन यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द यूनिट वेक्टर एग्जैक्टली क्या है बोल के. ओके डन. यूनिट वेक्टर का हाउ टू रीड? टेल मी हाउ टू रीड दिस वन. ए
A
कैप इज
cap
इक्वल
is
टू
equal to A vector divided
वेक्टर
by
ए बाय
A mod.
वेक्टर ए बाय mod a.
mod.
वेक्टर ए पे mod a. वेक्टर ए बोलने का ए वेक्टर नहीं, वेक्टर ए पे mod a. So this is called unit vector. Whenever vector, if it divides with magnitude, then it will become unit vector. And इसका purpose क्या है? To indicate direction. Direction को दिखाने के लिए only we use these unit vectors. चलो, next one is equal vectors. Equal vectors means two vectors should have same magnitude and if they point in the same direction. Magnitude भी same रहने का and direction also should be same. Then only we can say these are equal vectors. मतलब A vector is equal to B vector. Magnitude and direction also should be same. Both conditions should be satisfied. Then only we can say it is a unit vector. Okay. चलो. Now angle between two vectors. आपको angle between two vectors learn करना पड़ेगा. Then only you will understand how to take the angle. Tell me, what do you know angle between two vectors का? Done right? Angle between two vectors.
Yeah.
Tell me, what do you know?
It is taken as theta, and it is used to calculate resultant.
A vector, B vector. 60 degrees. A vector, B vector. 60 degrees. Tell me what is the angle between these two vectors?
60.
What is the angle between these two vectors?
60.
But wrong. Okay.
Okay,
Angle
you
ऐसा
have
नहीं
to
लिखना है.
join tail to tail.
Always angle we should take tail to tail only. Okay, understand? Tail to tail कैसा लगेगा? देखो आपको this is a diagram, right? A vector. This is head is connected to tail here. We cannot take this angle. Okay. So क्या
We
करेंगे?
should
उसको
extend it.
parallel shift करेंगे. This vector को we are not changing any direction. We are not changing any magnitude. Okay. So just we are extending this vector. Now देखो two vectors are connected tail tail. Complete is straight line. 180. This angle is how much?
120.
120. So here theta is 120 degrees. So angle we should take always tail to tail only. Tail to tail angle only should take. We should never take head and tail. Neatly लिखो. Each and every question understand material में which I given proper way में करो. And exam time में the same thing will you repeat. So many models are there उसमें हो जाएगा. And last में JEE questions also given. After finishing, if you done that questions, you will understand. Okay, you are in right track बोल के. Okay. चलो. Okay. Now आपको इन वेक्टर्स में वेक्टर्स का दुनिया अलग है. वेक्टर्स का दुनिया अलग है. Like you know 2 + 3 is not how much vector में 5 is not
Not
necessary.
5.
It can
Yeah.
be anything. Okay, any vector मतलब any based on the angle पर depend होगा, because vector law of addition you should obey, right? That is a condition, right? हाँ. So आपको in this chapter में हम लोग क्या करने वाले हैं? Vector addition we are doing, vector subtraction we are doing, and vector multiplication if you done, colors have done. No division. Vector का कुछ division नहीं है. Okay. So first we are doing vector addition. Okay. Vector addition में we are doing parallelogram law of vector addition. This is very important, very famous one. Parallelogram law of vector addition is very famous. That one we are doing. Different methods are there. Like, triangle law will be there and polygon law also will be there. But majorly we are using parallelogram law. Say all 100% questions you can do with parallelogram law. Okay. सो ये कैसा है, उसका मेथड क्या है? ऐसा नहीं कि नॉर्मल ऐड करो बोले तो नहीं होगा ना, सब मेथड शुड बी देयर. दैट इज गिवन बाय पैरेललोग्राम लॉ. सो व्हाट इज पैरेललोग्राम लॉ? सेज दैट if two non-zero vectors are represented by two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then the resultant is given by the diagonal of a parallelogram passing through the point of intersection of the two vectors. Point of intersection of the two vectors. So आपको two vectors add करने का, suppose a vector is there and b vector is there. I want to add these two vectors, okay, by using parallelogram law. Okay, copy it first. And angle between them is theta. Okay, now see, two vectors we have to add, angle is between them is theta. Okay, so what is parallelogram says? First connect these two vectors tail to tail. Okay, a tail head, right? So मैं क्या करूंगा? A parallel shift करूंगा. I should not change direction. Always vector में direction magnitude we should not change. Okay, so parallel shift is no problem. Parallel shift करके I connect tail to tail. This is B vector. Angle between them is theta, right? Angle between them is theta. Now first step क्या करने का? We should connect tail tail. Second step, complete imaginary parallelogram. You treat these two sides are the adjacent sides of parallelogram. So इससे parallelly you draw one line. इससे parallelly you draw one line. We completed the parallelogram. First step, connect tail to tail. Second step, complete imaginary parallelogram. Third step, we have to find the resultant of these two vectors. Resultant is nothing but addition of vectors only. Resultant find करने के लिए क्या करेंगे? The diagonal intersecting point. This diagonal represents the resultant, R vector. This diagonal represents the resultant. Okay. कौन सा? Intersection point से diagonal draw करने का. And R vector is nothing but A vector plus B vector. Addition of two vectors आ जाएगा. मतलब indirectly क्या है? Suppose एक object, this object is there. Suppose you are pushing like this. One person is pushing like this. किधर जाएगा? कितना resultant जाएगा बोले तो we can calculate by using parallelogram law. Okay. So R vector is nothing but A vector plus B vector. Okay. Now parallelogram draw करने हर problem में diagram is important. Why? Because angle वगैरह पूछेगा, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. ओके, एंड डायरेक्शन पूछेगा, वो बोलेगा कि नॉर्थ ईस्ट नॉर्थ वेस्ट ऐसा पूछेगा. ओके, सो नाउ इट इज वेक्टर, राइट? दिस इज कॉल्ड, आर इज कॉल्ड रिजल्टेंट. Resultant is a vector. Vector. Vector has both magnitude and direction.
Yeah.
Magnitude and direction. Now formula देखने के, right? Suppose I am pulling with 3 newtons. Other person is pulling with 4 newtons उस object को. So कितना resultant newtons लग रहा है उसके ऊपर बोले तो we have to calculate by using the formula. Magnitude we'll try to find. Magnitude R is equal to under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos
Cos
theta
theta.
is a formula for resultant. Under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Okay. And resultant direction is there or not? With respect to always with respect to a, I am finding the direction. I call this as alpha. I call this as alpha. The direction भी पूछेगा, डायरेक्शन पूछेगा तो क्या करेंगे? फॉर्मूला tan alpha is equal to b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. These two formula बैठ करने का. A plus b cos theta is a formula. Okay, a alpha is touching a, right? Always start from b. b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. ऊपर sin आएगा, नीचे cos आएगा. And since touching वाला में a आएगा, here no sin cos. So b sin theta by a plus b cos theta, and r is a magnitude. R is equal to under root a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta is a formula. बैठ करो ये वाला आ गया. Tell me what is the formula? Magnitude and direction का resultant.
Resultant equal to root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta, and tan alpha equal to a cos theta divided by a plus b sin theta.
Okay, tell me. This is f vector. F vector angle is 60 degrees. Okay. Find the resultant. I want magnitude. Direct diagram भी draw करने का. Always complete imaginary parallelogram resultant diagram draw करके then only sell. R and alpha, tan alpha also. Tell answer.
Resultant is f root 3,
Okay.
and tan alpha is f into root 3 by 3.
हाँ. Alpha वाली चाहिए. Alpha is how much?
अच्छा, okay. $30.
Yes, 30 degrees. Okay. So resultant is f root 3 and theta is 30 degrees. देखो complete imaginary parallelogram. The resultant is one, right? R. And this is alpha. याद रखो whenever two vectors are equal, उसका resultant will be always bisector only. 30 degrees. मतलब आपको एग्जाम में कैलकुलेट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है थीटा. So whenever two vectors are equal, the resultant will be always 30 degrees. Okay. And suppose they ask with respect to this one, I want this, then formula क्या होगा? How to find this beta मान लो. With respect to A only we calculate always alpha formula. But if they ask with respect to B, at that time, how to find?
We switch it up like a sin theta divided by.
नहीं, आपको क्या करने का? You know theta, you know alpha. Subtract. Beta is equal to theta minus alpha. Simple. नॉर्मली बी साइन थीटा ए की फॉर्मूला याद रखो, आने के बाद थीटा विल बी गिवन, सबट्रैक्ट करो. नहीं तो क्या होगा? अदर अदर मेथड क्या है? tan बीटा विल बी ए साइन थीटा बाय बी प्लस ए कॉस थीटा विल बी देयर. ओके, बट एक फॉर्मूला लर्न करो, सबट्रैक्ट करो, आ जाएगा. So this is a vector addition. We can add two vectors. Now we can add only two vectors at a time only. By using parallelogram law, we can add only two vectors at a time. We cannot add 3 vectors, 4 vectors, 5 vectors at a time. Okay. So this is called parallelogram law of vector addition. Okay. Now इसका आपको derivation मालूम है ना? Derivation मालूम है? Derivation किया स्कूल में? आपको लर्न करना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज आईपी में भी यूज होगा वो वाला डेरिवेशन. ओके, सपोज मान लो ए वेक्टर इज देयर, बी वेक्टर इज देयर, एंगल बिटवीन देम इज थीटा. क्या करेंगे? इससे पैरेलली यू ड्रॉ वन लाइन, इससे पैरेलली ये वाला पैरेलली यू ड्रॉ वन लाइन. द रिजल्टेंट इज दिस वन, राइट? This is alpha, right? You call this as O. Now R का formula we are deriving. Derivation means R का formula we are deriving and alpha का formula also we are deriving. So उसके लिए क्या करेंगे? I will draw one perpendicular line. I am drawing one perpendicular line. Okay, you can A, B, C, D. I'm drawing a perpendicular line. Okay. Now this is theta, corresponding angles. This is also theta, right? And this is B vector, right? And this is also B vector only, P only. Okay. What is AD? What is CD in terms of B? May tell me. What is AD? What is CD? Okay. From this you tell me in the triangle ACD में what is sin theta?
Sin
is
theta is
opposite by
CD
hypotenuse.
by AC.
CD by
AC.
AC is nothing but B only.
B. Yeah.
So therefore CD will be B sin
B
theta.
sin theta.
Okay, this is B sin theta. Now tell me AD will be
B cos theta.
cos theta लगाओ. Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. So AD is B
B sin
cos theta, right? So this is B cos theta. And what is total length will be? From here to here is A. From here to here B cos theta. What is the total length?
A plus B cos theta.
A plus B cos theta. Okay. Now I am taking triangle OCD. This triangle ODC. ODC. Right angle triangle है ना? ODC. Right angle triangle. 90 का opposite one is called hypotenuse. That only we want to find. Pythagoras theorem लगाओ. So R square is equal to this square plus this square. B sin theta whole square plus इस साइड का whole square is A plus B cos theta whole square. So R square is equal to B square sin square theta. Like A plus B whole square क्या था? A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. If I take common from here and here, B square
One.
common is क्या आएगा? 1. So therefore R is equal to, this square will be coming root A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. आ गया? A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta. And in the same triangle में direction आने के लिए, what is tan alpha in the triangle? Tell me. In the triangle में, by seeing what is tan alpha in the right angle triangle में, opposite by
CD
adjacent,
by OD.
opposite by CD is how much,
B sin theta.
and adjacent is how much,
A plus B cos theta.
and what is the formula for tan alpha?
Okay, it's the same.
One second, देखो. Done, copied. Yes. So R का formula आ गया and theta tan alpha का formula आ गया. Okay. Now we'll see the special cases. Special cases. Special case क्या है? When theta is 0 degrees. Tell me, when theta is 0 degrees, what is R value?
A square plus
0 means nothing but two vectors are in the same direction. They are called parallel vectors also.
A,
So
vector A plus vector B.
A square plus B square plus 2AB cos 0. Cos 0 is 1, right? And what is
Yeah.
the A square plus B square plus 2AB nothing but A plus B whole square. So under root A plus B whole square, which is cancel
A plus
A plus B. So R is equal to A plus B is a greatest resultant. Greatest resultant. Very important. इससे ज्यादा greatest नहीं होगा. दो vectors का greatest resultant will be always A plus B only. When theta is 0 degrees only, the resultant is greatest. Okay. Next. Case 2. Copy it? ये वाला पूरा?
yes.
No. Case 2. Case 2 में theta is 180. Tell me. Two vectors are in opposite direction. 180 means. This angle is 180. Okay. So substitute here R value में. R is equal to under root
A
square
minus B, no?
B square plus 2AB cos 180. Cos 180 is nothing but minus 1. So A minus B whole square. So R value is A minus B. And this is the least resultant. Least resultant. मतलब दो वेक्टर का resultant can be any based on the different angles, the resultant will be there. But the least resultant इससे कम नहीं होगा and इससे ज्यादा नहीं होगा resultant. Okay. Next. It is 90 degrees. Tell me. 90 degrees में क्या होगा?
A square plus B square.
Under root, right?
Root. Yeah,
R
under.
equal to under root A square plus B square. Since cos 90 is 0. मतलब मीनिंग क्या है? A vector, B vector are perpendicular, right?
Yeah.
Complete imaginary parallelogram. The resultant is 1 R. And in this case में alpha भी पूछेगा. What is tan alpha? Whenever right angle triangle is there, we always use trigonometry. Tan alpha is opposite by
I
adjacent.
put no
Opposite nothing but
adjacent. Yeah.
A. Adjacent is nothing but opposite nothing but B vector by adjacent is nothing but A vector. So B by A is the tan alpha. In this case में.
In the previous case, then
इन द प्रीवियस केस में दोनों में क्या होगा? एंगल कितना है? एंगल तो 180 है, राइट?
180. Okay.
एंड रिजल्टेंट क्या? रिजल्टेंट इज 1 ऑपोजिट डायरेक्शन में. इसमें ओनली बी बाई ए आएगा. ओके, सपोज मान लो ए वेक्टर इज 3 यूनिट्स, बी वेक्टर इज 4 यूनिट्स. ओके, द रिजल्टेंट कैन नेवर बी. क्वेश्चन इज रिजल्टेंट कैन नेवर बी like they given 2 3 6 8. Tell me, think and tell. And reason also I want. Resultant can never be.
The 6. No, sorry, 8. D8. Option D.
Why?
Because the greatest resultant is 3 plus 4, 7.
So 8 cannot be. R is greatest result क्या है? A plus B. And least result is A minus B. Okay. So इधर क्या होगा? 7 and this is 1. मतलब R is greater than equal to 1 less than equal to 7. So ये वाला जो भी है वो certain angle में आएगा. But 8 cannot be possible. So आपको केस में ये आएगा आपको. अच्छा, this 8 is answer. Everybody here, right? Copied? Yeah. Can everybody hear?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yeah.
power cut, sir.
Yeah. This answer. 8 is answer.
Yes, sir.
Chalo. Now you understood the formula also. What is the formula? R ka formula will be, tell me. Root of
Root of a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta.
and tan alpha.
B by a.
90 degrees
Acha,
नहीं पूछ रहा हूँ.
okay. B cos theta, no, b sin theta divided by a plus b cos theta.
That is a formula we have to learn. Always diagram is important. Diagram draw किया तो एक options में they will go very depth, right? So options में बहुत helpful होगा. Okay. चलो. I will do numericals based on the parallelogram laws वगैरह. Okay. करो. There are two forces vectors, 5 newtons and other 12 newtons. At what angle the two vectors will be added to get the resultant 17, 7 and 13? Which angles may that resultant will be coming? So 5 and 12 is there. Which angles may the resultant will be this one?
Sir, option A.
Yes, correct. Because 0 degrees mein the resultant is addition, right? So 5 plus 12 is 17, and 180 mein opposite subtract. So 12 minus 5 is 7, and 90 degrees mein Pythagoras theorem lagaya to you'll get 13. Two vectors 10 and 5 makes an angle 100 degrees. So always draw the diagram. 10 units and angle is 100 degrees, right? B vector is 5 units. So इसका resultant कैसे है 100 degrees से? How to draw resultant? इससे parallel you draw one line, and इससे parallel you draw one line. Resultant is the intersection point to the opposite diagonal. Now find. And cos 120 मालूम है ना कितना वैल्यू?
Minus root 3 by 2.
No. Cos minus 120 is very famous.
Minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2.
Minus 1 by 2. Magnitude and alpha also asking it, alpha with respect to 10 units.
Sir, angle is 45 degrees.
R value is how much?
Sir, R value I'm getting in roots.
Roots पे कितना?
Root
100 plus 25 plus 2 into 10, 20 into 500, right? 100 into cos 120 is minus 1 by 2. Minus 50 minus 25 75, right? आया
Yes.
कितना है आपको?
Root 75, sir.
5 root 3.
Yeah.
Okay, now alpha tan alpha formula is
A sin theta by divided by
so
D F.
B sin it, right? B sin 120 by B sin theta by A plus B cos 120. So sin 120 is how much?
1 by minus root 3 by 2.
अरे 120 को कैसे लिखेगा? 90 plus 30. Sin 90 plus 30 lies in which quadrant? Second quadrant. Second quadrant sin is positive. And sin and cos will change, right? Okay, cos 30, right?
Yeah.
So cos 30 is nothing but root 3 by 2, right?
Yeah.
So minus you're telling, right? Root 3 by 2. By 10 minus 1 by 2 will to. So 5 root 3 by 2 by 20 minus 5, 15 by 2. So कितना 1/√3. So alpha is कितना? Alpha is how many degrees?
30 degrees.
30 degrees. This is answer. Understanding? So इसका क्वेश्चन स्टिल हम लोग करके then we have to go for the triangle law of vector addition, then polygon law of vector addition किया तो पूरा vector addition will be done. समझ आ रहा है?